Are you guys enjoying the show? Okay. I like that she's not American, but she's a New Yorker. I think I'm like, I've been in this country forever, but I think I'm like that. This is how I know I'm a New Yorker. Like, I hate small talk. Like, if I'm in the elevator with you, don't talk about the weather. Tell me you hate your mother. I can work with that. I dread cocktail parties because I don't like the question of like, what do you do? Because I'm a stay-at-home mom and nobody respects that, let's face it. And I think that you are what you do all day. Like whatever you, like if you sneak around the house and you snack, wajahat, you are a sneaky snacker. And if you spend all day defending a genocide, you're probably a Democrat. And I spend all day picking shit off the floor. So I'm a shit picker. Okay, we live in like, does anyone here live in an old building? We live in what they call a pre-war building, which I don't know what the fuck that means because America is always at war, right? And, but I do think, tell me if you guys agree, I do think as a society, we have evolved, okay? Because we went from school shooters to CEO shooters, right? Wouldn't you rather have 4 dudes be scared than every mom in America? Right? Yeah. But Luigi is not smart because he wasn't pro-Palestine. He got caught because he went to McDonald's, right? And Starbucks. He should have gone to the halal guys. Or really, any Palestinian restaurant, we would have like overfed him, ruzum lukhiyya, and then he would have fallen into a coma, and then we would have hidden him like Anne Frank. Luigi is Ivy League educated, right? And so I wanted my son to apply to Columbia just so that I can say, fuck you, no. And we get this big envelope in the mail. Open the envelope. It says, welcome to Columbia, North Carolina. He applied to the wrong fucking Columbia. It was Wajahat's idea. He's a journalist. He said, we'll write a big op-ed saying why you said no. And I was like, no. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I went to a state school. My hair went to Harvard, but the rest of this went to a state school. I actually spent more money on facial hair removal than I did on college. And it paid off because I got me a man. I know Shaza was talking about dating. I was dating during like the analog days when you had to leave the house to find a man. Like, you know, leaning in, like really meant leaning in. Right? So my husband is Pakistani, and obviously before October 7th, people, not you guys, you know geography, but people confuse Palestinians and Pakistanis all the time. All the time, right? But I find that really offensive because we are very different kinds of terrorists. Okay, the differences are obvious, right? First of all, we have a cause. Second difference, okay, don't be offended, but we have failed to get a state and they have a failed state. And the third difference is that they have nuclear weapons and we have rocks and sticks, okay? We have like fireworks that we bought from Pennsylvania that the fake media tells you is rockets. Okay, listen to me. Fake media. I think I'm transitioning into a toxic male. Speaking of toxic male, the other day, you know how in New York, like living in New York is a full-time job, I had to sit in the car for the alternate side parking. And so I'm not a good driver. So I parked too close to the car in front of me, and then this lady squeezed behind me, and so there was no way to get out. My son comes home from school, he sees the parking job, he comes upstairs and he goes, I can tell that both of these cars were parked by people who don't have a penis. And I was like, Zidane, تعال هون, تعال هون. I've been meaning to tell you this. I was just waiting for you to become a man so that I can, tell you, I have a penis. And then he says, I knew it. That's why you're funny. I was actually raised in Jericho, under the Israeli occupation. Okay, I do not recommend it. 0 out of 5 stars. And I was raised Christian, and so you just add a bunch of guilt, shame, and blame. There's a Greek Orthodox church here that reminds me of my childhood. It's in the building. And for breakfast, we were fed Jewish conspiracy theories, which mostly came out to be true. And then for lunch, we were fed Islamophobic horror stories. Do you remember in the 80s, we were told, this is your brain on drugs, with the egg cracking commercial? We were told, this is your life on Islam. And okay, let's pause for a second and congratulate drugs on winning America's war on drugs, okay? And terror. Terror won America's war on terror because, think about it, the greatest military-industrial complex, and the Taliban won. 20 years, trillions of dollars, and America replaced the Taliban with the Taliban. Okay, before I let you guys go and you report me to Trump, although one of the comedians said that he's gonna have to create a state if he wants to deport us. Right? There's 3 things I love about America. 3 things. I love, obviously, this freedom of speech, which inshallah we will keep it. And I love transition of power. That's also, inshallah, we will keep that. And the 3rd thing I love is perforated paper towels. The Viva, choose a size, you can squeeze it, you can dry it, you can reuse it. I was just in Dubai and their perforated paper towels just fall apart in your hands, kind of like American democracy.
Okay, I'll talk a little bit about me, you guys. So my husband, he's Pakistani, and he has this Asian work ethic. I don't know, where's my Asians? Yeah, you guys know what that work ethic is. If one can do it, then I can do it. And if no one can do it, then I must do it. And I have the Arab work ethic, which is, if one can do it, let him do it. And if no one can do it, Habibi, how can I do it?